So welcome back to this channel once again, and today I'm going to create a video on this topic: how to show the same display file screen in display and edit mode based on keyboard function keys. So let's start. So for that purpose, I have created one display file. So I'm not gonna giving the demo regarding the data. So I'm just showing how it can be um, done using RPG program. So here I have created a display file pgm7dspf. So the size of display file is 24 by 80, and here I took two record formats. So the first record format is the start screen. So this screen, so here I'm gonna taking options F3, F6 or F7. So if I took F3, so I'll be exiting. If I took F6, I'll be displaying the display screen, and if I took F7, I'll be displaying the edit screen. Okay, so this is the first screen, start screen. So where I took uh, keyboard options, keys F3, F6 or F7. Now this is the main screen, IO screen. So this is either edit or non-edit screen. So here I only took CF12, so which is command function key. So here if I took or if I press F12 on the keyboard screen, once this screen gets opened, we will be back to the start screen. Okay, so now you can see that I am displaying the employee number, employee name, employee status, display mode. Now here you can see that this is the heading, so either display mode or the edit mode. So here I used indicators 33 and N33, that is off, 33 off, 33 on. Okay, so in case it is off, this text will be displayed, and this is on, this text will be displayed. Okay, so here I took three variables, three fields, you can say, display file fields: employee, employee name, number, employee name, employee status. And then you can see that all of the fields are declared in the both modes. So which means that either we perform the input or output, we can do the both on these fields. And here I use the DSP-ATR keyword with PR option. Okay, and then I use the indicator 33. So what is the use of this DSP-ATR here? Now if you see that DSP-ATR is used with every field, and the same indicator is attached with every field, means on 33. So in case if 33 is on, then this attribute or this keyword is in active mode, right? It will be enforced with these fields. Okay, so what does this keyword do? So display attribute keyword is basically deals with the attribute of the field on the display screen. So what PR does is PR basically protect the field on that screen from editing. Okay, so in case if you have declared the field in both mode, then you can either protect that field from being edited based on the indicators. Okay, so in case 33 is on, then this keyword will be enforced with the fields. Okay, and then your field will be in non-edit mode, means in display mode. So you can say that you have enforced this keyword with PR, display attribute keyword with PR option to your fields when your indicator 33 is on, and in case it is off, you are not enforcing this. So in that case, you are opening the screen in the edit mode. So how it would be done in the program? So let's see. So this is the program. And now I'm gonna write the program here. So first thing that I have to do is I have to declare that file. So pgm7pf. So the file type is C here, means it is a combined input output file. File designation would be F, that is a fully procedural file. Okay, now this is a workstation file, and here in file format we will be written write E, that is for externally described file. So we declare this display file pgm7 that is DSPF in combined input output mode, that is fully procedural and externally described, and this is a display file. So workstation will be written here. For that, just save this. Now I have to write my logic, the free and free blocks. So what first thing I'll do is, till the time F3 is not pressed on the first screen, that is the start screen, I won't be exiting, right? So I'll be applying a loop here. So do while star in03 is not off on, sorry, means till the time F3 is not pressed, just undo, close, we will be executing the code, or we will be executing the or displaying that screen, start screen. So at the first time the indicator 03 will be off by default. So now what I'll do, I'll display that first screen, start screen, using execute format keyword. So execute format, then the record format of the first screen. So start. Now my first screen will be visible to me. Okay, now what I'll do, now on that first screen anyone can press F3, F6 or F7, right? So for example, so the first thing that he can press or he or she can press is F3. So I'll be doing the handling for F3. If star in, so once F3 is pressed, in03 is indicator which is associated with F3 in the display file. So if you see here, just do DSPF, so you can see that if F3 is on, is pressed, 03 indicator will be on. So what I'll do, if F3 is on, if F3 is equals to star on, okay, means this is on, then I'll set the last indicator as on, INLR is equals to star on, and will be returned from the program. Okay, so all the processing will be stopped here only. So I won't move forward to execute anything else because I took F3 to exit from the first screen. Okay, if F3 is on, means F3 is pressed, So we need to exit from the program, so we'll be setting the last recall indicator as on, and then we'll be returning from the program. Now for example, if he pressed F6, so in case if F3 is not pressed, then this indicator will be off, so it won't go into this condition. Then it will check the next condition. If star IN06 is equals to star on, right? And if so in case if F6 is on, so it will come inside this condition. So first thing I'll do, I'll set this as off, means we just know that F6 is on, so we are now executing the F6 condition. So if F6 is pressed, we will be inside this condition and we are executing the logic with respect to F6. Okay, so after entering into this condition, we will first set this as off so that it will not be on in the future or in the when we are moving forward into the program, because we have already executed this F6 part. Okay, once this condition gets executed, now what I'll do is, as you can see here is the second screen, that is IO screen, input output screen. So I want that when I press F6, I'll be opening the screen in the display mode. So in display mode, what I'll have to do, I have to set this indicator as on, star IN33 as star on. So once it gets on, means I'm opening this in display mode. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to just display the record format IO screen. Using execute FMT keyword, execute format. Okay, now this completes. If I'll copy this thing again, if I press F7, means then I have to open this in the edit mode. What I'll do, I'll just set the F7 indicator 07 as off first, then I'll open the screen in edit mode. So what I have to do, I have to set this as off. If it is on, 33 is on, then display mode, and if it is off, then edit mode. So if it is on, then protected keyword, that is display attribute keyword, will be enforced with these fields. And if it is off, then this keyword will not be enforced, so due to the indicator. Okay, now I'm setting this as off. Now once once user press F6 or F7, he will be opening the same screen as you can see in either in edit or in display mode. Now what he can do is, so what he can do is, he can only just press F12 there, because we have provided the option to press F12. Okay, if IN12 is on, I don't need to do anything else here. I just have to set that indicator as off. Okay, and I didn't have to do nothing, because once this condition is executed, that is if it sets as off, it will come to undo. It will check if F3 is on, means we have pressed F12 not F3. So once F3 will be on, so we are again on the first screen, that is the start screen. So here if I press F3, I'll be exiting from the program. If I press F6 or F7, I'll be executing those sections. Okay, now this program ends here only. So I can see the program. This is the simple program, okay, through which I'm displaying the same screen either in display mode or in edit mode. What I'll do, I'll first compile this. Display file is compiled successfully. Now I'll be compiling this program. You can see that this program is also compiled successfully. What I'll do, I'll call this program called PGM7. Just see. So this is the start screen. You can see nothing. You can mention here that if you press F6, so there's nothing here. You can write your logic here. You can insert anything here. Here you can see that if you press F3, it will be exit, F6 display screen, and F7 edit screen. There is no F12 here. So if I press F12, function key not allowed. So if I press F3, I'll be exiting from the program. Okay, call PGM7. If I press F6, so you can see that display mode is open, and now you can see that employee number, employee name, employee status is open. Here you can insert, but just try to insert, okay, cursor in protected mode. So you cannot, okay, you cannot insert anything here because you are in display mode right now. So in case you are fetching some data from the file, um, which you may have used in your program, and you are displaying the data here, so that cannot be editable. Okay, you cannot change the data or update the data. So here if you press F3, it won't allow you to press F3. F6, it won't allow. F6, it won't allow. F7 is, it won't allow. So it only allows F12. So if I press F12, I'll be coming back to the first screen. Okay, now what I can do, I can press F7 also. So if I press F7, you can see that I am in edit mode right now. You can also see the headings as well. So if I go back using F12, okay, I'll press F6. You can see that display mode heading is printed on this screen, and the fields are protected. Okay, you cannot change anything here, or you cannot do anything here. Just take F12, just press F7 again. So here if I just want to write anything, for example this one, so you can see that I can input here and it would be updated also. Okay, so either we can fetch some data from file, we can write that logic to fetch some data from file and display here on this screen, and then we can edit that data here based upon our logic, and then we can update the data into the file. Okay, back to the file. So here I just have the demo of how we can open up the same screen in the edit mode or in the display mode. So this was a demo. So here I'm not using any file or any data, I'm not displaying any data, so it was just a demo of that. So if I press F12 here, I can see that I'll be on first screen. If I'll press F3, I'll return from the program. Okay, so this is the demo of the display screen with input output or output mode open. Okay, so here we learned that how we can open a particular screen, a particular display file, a particular same screen format in either in output mode or in input output mode both. Okay, so that's all in this video. Thank you and have a nice time.